So we've been talking about bandwidth and latency and all of those things related to network connectivity in the cloud. We wanted to take a little bit of time to stress the importance and actually talk about what is packet loss, right? So earlier we had the example of sending an email from your house and connecting to these different routers on the internet, which basically are hops to get to the far end user and get that email message delivered. Well, where packet loss can occur is if too many people are sending data, whether it be email or videos or attachments or whatever, through a particular router somewhere on the internet. That router slows down and actually starts losing some of the data that you've sent. And that's what's called packet loss, right? Well, why is that important? Well, things like email, it doesn't really matter because routers will ultimately try to resend those packets or retransmit them, and it'll eventually get there. But it actually does introduce latency, which we talked about earlier, slows things down, and more or less than not, it actually frustrates the end user. So where it's more noticeable is, let's say you're watching a Netflix video. Well, that's when the Netflix video will freeze up. That's when, if you're on a VoIP call, you'll actually hear pauses or you'll cut out words in the sentences, and it gets super frustrating. In a future module, we're going to talk about SD-WAN and what is SD-WAN and the importance of it. Well, one of the big things that SD-WAN can help solve for is packet loss. So we have multiple connections plugged into the SD-WAN appliance. If there is packet loss on any one of the links, right? So you have link 1, you have link 2, and if there's packet loss here, it will actually send all the traffic out there. End user never knows it. That's really important with interactive data like voice, video, conference, web conferencing, things like that. So what is packet loss? Well, it's basically where routers are dropping packets somewhere on the internet. Obviously, it's not good. It'd be like the mailman dropping your mail on the way from the post office to your house. But in the internet, we'll actually try to redeliver it, where the mailman, maybe not so much. So packet loss, not good.